guys, this is Kirsten. So basically what I'm going to be covering is how I set up my traveler's notebook, my Fodori if you will, to facilitate a more imaginative process. So we're going to go step outside a little bit of the typical planning video that I usually share. So basically this is a fabulous fabric cover. I'll be doing a review on the shop, going over all the wonderful, adorable, and well-crafted covers that I purchased from this seller, so stay tuned for that if you're curious. But this is a A6 sized cover and it has four inserts right now. There it is. So we have 4 basic inserts that I'm going to be going through with you. So the theme of this one, as I said previously, is a creative journal. I am a writer. I feel so guilty saying it, just like, oh, I'm a writer. Oh, I'm a poet specifically, and I've been really missing that outlet for my feelings and my life experience. So I've been trying to incorporate that more into my everyday, and that's when I decided, hey, I have so many covers, let's just make one dedicated to that. First things first, I don't really have a lot of knickknacks in here. I just have this magnetic clip that I think is from Michaels, so it's like a recollections set, but basically it's just there to keep my place if I need it to. I have these random assortment of Sentimental Circus stickers. I have to have some sort of stickers just in case, you know, there's a sticker emergency. There's a blank spot in my notebook that I need to be filled. They just sit there. They're just sticker flakes. After that is just this random piece of like colored paper. I think it's another kind of way for me to do bookmarks or maybe mixed media, but I forgot initially the real reason, so we're just gonna say this is here on purpose and not just trash. Alright, so the first notebook here, you can clearly see it is my poetry journal. I got this particular journal. I don't even know what company it's by. I don't know where they typically sell it. It doesn't really have the manufacturer on it, but I got this at TJ Maxx for 30 cents, and I was just like, you know what? There's no way I'm gonna mess this 30-cent notebook up. Like, it was already banged up, scratched, stained, all that sort of thing, so there's not much I can do to it that will make me feel guilty about it. So that's why I kind of chose this as my poetry journal, because I have self-doubt, which a lot of creatives do, so I didn't want to like ruin like my fancy moleskin and like quality paper with my writing, which just shows how confident I am. But anyway, that's what we have here. This is filled with poems that I have finished, that I'm working on. All of them are just kind of scrambled in here. So even though it's filled, I have this in here to process through the poems more. If you're, you know, in school they teach you writing is rewriting. So that's essentially why this is here. So even though a poem is quote unquote finished in here, I always want to refer back to it and see how I can make it better and look at it like a week later to see if anything needs to change. So that's why this is still in here. It has like a bunch of different works in progress. That's what that is. So this is from Yellow Paper House. I think it was originally like a Midori size, like a regular Midori insert size. However, I needed an A6 one, so I just trimmed the edges and here we are. This one is kind of a brain dump or a note section or an idea book. All the creative projects that I want to really carry out and flesh out in this upcoming new year. So that's what this is. I think it's just really fun and colorful, and that is inspirational in and of itself. So that's why this one's in here. The next one is kind of the same thing, except it's just a general notebook. So this one I'm going to be moving more art ideas, poems ideas, stories ideas, whereas this notebook is just straight up everything else from chores to grocery lists to anything else. That's what this third notebook is. So it's been featured already in a previous planner video, but I just moved it in here, and it's, like I said, it's a brain dump. Different collections of things like movie ideas, things I need to do for work, etc., etc. Originally they were all plain white paper, but I get intimidated by stark white things, so all I did was gesso it with clear gesso, let that dry, and then I watercolored over every single page, and it just looks fun and cool and, you know, artsy and stuff. And then next is another poem book. This is a poems and prose I just decorated with these stickers, holographic rainbow stickers. Again, sticking with that colorful, vibrant theme that I have going on. And this notebook is from Muji. It is A6 and is their hard bound lined paper notebook, I believe, but really affordably priced. Good chunk of paper, and I liked that off-white because, again, less intimidating just than stark white. And here is my journal, is my workbook. It's like a blank version of the one I have here, except this one's also has like journaling aspects to it. So it's like a journal slash creative workbook for various projects that I have. So yeah, it might seem like a lot of the same thing, but it's those nuanced changes that really help me commit to my creative process, because I like knowing where I was. I like to know where I want to go, and I want to know how to get there. And this is just my spawning of new ideas and worksheet, if you will, my workbook to flesh out any creative ideas that I started in this second one. So it's just growing step by step if you think about it that way, but it's working so far. I always take a pencil in here. This is what I usually write poems in, and then I have this Pilot Varsity medium nib disposable fountain pen. It's my absolute favorite pen of the moment. Another video going to be coming out just reviewing this pen and the reasons why I love it so much. But that's it. That's my A6 creative journal walkthrough. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them down below and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. So bye.